Okay, we're rolling.
Okay, hi. Today we will make uborka salata and paprika scooty. So now we are making the uborka salata. We are using a
Ooh,
whole
that's a big
English
cucumber.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 1 cup of cold water.
1 cup of cold
Cold
water.
water. And a little bit less, see? Not opposite.
Not heaping.
Not heaping full, just a little bit less than a quarter sugar.
Okay.
It looks like a lot, but we need that much. And then about, I guess, a quarter cup of vinegar.
Quarter cup of vinegar.
Yeah, we will see because I'm going to use to measure, but I guess that's how much we will need. And again, well, just a little bit less.
Just a little bit less than a quarter cup?
Well, under about 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters.
Okay.
So it's a little bit less. And we'll see how it is. And then we just will stir this around and just leave it. Now we have the cucumber, right? So what we will do, I have a half leftover from last time and I use the other half. You wash it and then you just take off the skin first. And if you do that, you will slice it up and salt it. And let stand in the salt for about 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Okay.
And until that will be good, the vinegary water. Just mix it up so the sugar will dissolve.
I see, you just cut it off in little strips.
Yep. And then you slice it up nice and thin if you can.
Come on here. A bit wobbly the camera today. Oh, I see.
You slice it up nice and thin, thinner the better. Sometimes it goes half slice, but we try to do 4 slices. See that sometimes it goes half slice. And I use this knife because I figured that one is the best.
We could even run it through that big slicer that we got from Air Miles.
Oh yeah, we can use that one too if you want, but then we have to wash it out.
That's what I find is a nuisance about those.
There's only one thing about that.
It smells good. You can already smell the nice cucumber aroma.
Yeah, and then the vinegar.
That's right. It almost smells like the combined ingredients already. Okay, so then you'll finish that up.
Wait,
and then you will do the other one too?
Well, about a half from the other one because I use about one.
Usually
enough.
1 whole long cucumber.
Yeah, but that half we just had it from last time, so I use this and the half of the other one.
Okay.
And then when this is finished, then I will put a clove garlic cut. I slice it up and mix it up with this, and then just salt it.
How much salt about?
Just make salt so it well, it will be a little bit saltier, not too much, but just salt it as you would salt something else.
Okay.
Any food.
Well, we'll come back on the camera when you finish slicing, and
then
we'll watch the salting.
Salt.
Okay, so we'll fade out.
And then we will the cucumber sliced up, and then looks like it's a bit.
And you were saying while you were...
See, just make salt to it like that.
Yeah. You stir it around.
Stir around.
And as you were slicing the cucumbers, you were also stirring that sugar vinegar mixture just to keep it kind of dissolve. Yeah.
Okay, so it's salted, then you mix it up, and then let it stand for about 10-15 minutes. Okay, and then meantime I will put the garlic also in here. Okay. So we will use 1 clove of garlic. Okay. Just take off the skin again, cold skin here. just slice it in here.
And just sort of thin slices or thicker slices?
Thinner, thick, doesn't matter. But here of course we have more slices. But not too thick, as you can do. Too thick, of course you can cut in half if you want. This is not the best knife. Okay. So, and then mix it up a little bit more, time to time, so the salt will. Okay. And then.
Okay.
And this is already good, ready to go.
Wonderful.
Okay, now you can all boil until we can wait until about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, so now I will wash my hand.
Okay.
Soap, more water. Okay. And what we will do is we will press the salty water out from it, see?
Yeah, wow, look at
into
that.
the nice vinegary water.
Yeah, it did get very liquidy, you're right.
Yeah. Okay. There. Now I have to wash my hand again. And we just will mix it up nicely. See, after all, we didn't use the whole cucumber. That's why it's so much late.
Right.
Because
we only
just
used
make
half
it for
today.
only one day. We usually used to do for 2 days, or if somebody else coming, but we will eat only 2 of us, so that's enough for today.
Yes.
But that's why it's so much less, see?
Otherwise, yeah.
Otherwise, if you use double cucumber, that would be double.
Yeah.
It would be more full, right?
Right.
But that's alright, because we need it for the measurements. Now what I do is, I put a little ground pepper. Not too much. Like that. And mix it up a little bit again. But it's good we have lots of vinegary water, so it will be nice.
Yes.
Okay, so what you do...
And then don't you sprinkle a little bit of paprika on it too?
Well, we do that at the table because just for decoration, like on the top, hogy legyen nice pinky red.
Yeah.
Because if you put it now, then it will all mix up with the lay and it will be just a mess.
Oh, okay.
So what I do, just when we put on the table or before we put on the table, just on the top, just a little for color. But you don't have to, but it's nice, you can do that. So what we do now is, we cover it with a pie plate.
Alright, pie plate. And then you make this ahead of time usually before you eat it. A few hours before, you say?
You can cover it with another plate.
Okay, just cover it with something.
So, and I will put in the fridge for about until supper time. You do it before 2-3 hours before you are eating.
Yeah.
And put it into the fridge because it's going to be nice, cold and crunchy.
Ah, wow.
And then you do it ahead 2-3 hours at least, because then it will mix with all the nice vinegary flavor.
Okay.
Sugary, vinegary, tangy flavor, the cucumber.
Alright. Off it goes into the fridge then.
Okay, so that's it for the...
Cool. Well, thanks for that, Momo. So that was Uberka Shalata.
Okay, now we are making the paprika skunkle. Okay, what we will need is about, I believe, 3 tablespoons full of oil. 1, 2. Not too full, just
Just not jabble. Okay.
Okay. And what we do, one onion like a big size, medium to medium. That paprika today we will make it only for today, only for one
right,
day.
Just one portion,
person,
in other words, yeah.
2 persons, so you need that much onion only. If you make more,
double it up maybe?
Then you can double up onion.
And how about the oil too? Double up the oil? Just double up everything basically?
As oil, you don't have to double up, as oil would be enough. But that onion is a little bit soft, Mara. Winter onion, and if you make one.
So basically just dice it up into little squares?
Yeah, just dice it up like that. But see, it's coming apart because it's soft, but dice it up as long as you can. Normally it stays together and it's easy.
Okay.
Put it into the oil. You can cut a little bit smaller if you can, but this segment.
But it fills, doesn't it? Not jabble el fill,
It
no?
will help me. See, so far this one is better stayed together. That's it. Okay. Then we put it on the stove on 3 and we'll saute nice and slow until it's golden, until our potato I will peel.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you have it on 3.
Yeah, so it's on 3 and just nice and slow saute it until I will peel the potatoes. Okay. And we'll see how many potatoes we make. Okay.
Right, okay.
Okay, so I peeled already 5 of this size potato about.
Okay.
And if you have smaller, then you can make 8
of them.
or 7, whatever. So that's the last one. I will peel it first.
Okay.
And by now the onion is nice and transparent golden color.
Right.
And I took it off from the heat to cool down a little bit. Then you can put a paprika in it, you know.
Oh right, you have to let it cool before you put paprika in,
Yeah, you don't put a paprika when it's very hot because it's browns.
Sure.
It will be not nice red, it will be brownish. Okay, so usually I cut it in quarters, lengthwise, like that. Okay, like this. And if it's too thick, you can have another half.
Oh, I see. So you keep them long like that.
Like that, yeah. Okay.
I see.
What we do is, we will put first paprika
Into the... So hang on, I have to go over there. Corey, now.
Still off the heat.
Still off the heat.
And then I use about a nice heaping teaspoon.
Oh wow, yeah, look at that.
We'll see if it is enough. Like that's the first time we didn't measure. Yeah, I guess it will be enough. And then in the drain the potato.
The onions
Drain
are
the
all...
potato, and then I just put this in here.
Oh, okay. So you have the potatoes in water or just naturally
In
have
water.
Oh, you have them in water?
Yeah, I have it in water because then it will not dark and not black, and it will stay nice and white.
So enough water to cover it all completely, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's still up the heat. I mix it up, right? Then what we do, I will put one whole tomato. You can put a half only, but you put a whole. Then there is 1 clove of garlic. I cut it in 4 or 3 pieces. And the tomato, you cut in nice smaller pieces so it will cook nicely and the juice will be there. See? And we used to put green pepper or yellow pepper if we have time.
Right, we don't though.
Buy, so.
How much do you put in then?
Just the two slices.
2 or 3 slices?
Pepper.
Okay. And that's for the single portion, or even double it up for more?
Double the same.
Double the same. Just a little bit, okay.
Yeah. Okay, now we put back on the heat. Mix this all up. And right now it's on 3 yet.
Okay.
We mix it all up. And then we will eat some butter.
We're going to add some water to it then?
Yeah.
Now you can hear it sizzling.
Okay, first we try to put just 1 cup of water because the potato will let water out too. And you don't want too watery, right? Okay, so looks like we can have a little bit more water. You put as much water to just cover a potato.
Oh.
Not too much on the top, just cover. So maybe looks like another half cup.
Just cover it, okay.
So it will be 1.5 cup. So we give another half cup. That we have 1.5 cup water.
Yeah, I can see the water level.
See, and it's just covers a little bit.
There's still some poking out at the top, so but just nudgeable, eh?
Yeah. Well, we can put a little bit more. I used to cover it all the way, but sometimes mine is a little bit too watery, but that's how we like, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can try another half cup.
Another half cup. 2 cups, So basically, right, just cover up the potatoes.
Yeah, because it will be more after. You have to be careful where potato will give up. Okay, so we put 2. Right? About that. It's still not covering 100%.
But still, okay, so not jabble. Okay.
2 cups of water.
Alright, so we leave it on 3 for a while?
Well, right now it's on 3. We can put on maybe 5 until it starts to boil. And then I just will mix a little. Okay, now we will put a half teaspoon of salt, because we don't need too much salt, plus we will put sausage in it, which is already salty.
Sure it is, yeah.
So, and if somebody likes it more salty, then just put a létjébe, mikor eszi more salty. We used to have more salty, but we don't do it anymore, right? So if it's not salty enough, we can always put some more salt at the table for use.
Okay. Okay, so how many minutes do we boil it for?
Na ezt megvárjuk, when it's boil, then I put it on 2, maybe 2.5 if it's not too much cooking, boiling, and cover it. And then cook it for 50 minutes. Then we'll put the sliced up sausage into it for another 5 more minutes. And about in 20 minutes is nice and soft.
Good. Okay. Well, we'll come back for that point where we put the sausage in then.
Okay. 50 minutes passed. I sliced up the sausage. And this one is from Zeller's. That's nice big sausages. And that one is a Polish sausage.
Yeah.
And I sliced up 3/4 of it because if you make more potato, then this do
the whole roll.
So you just put it in. After 50 minutes, the potato was cooking. And gently mix it up because the potato is almost done. Then it will break up.
Oh, it's very soft.
Mashed potato. It's not very soft yet, but it's soft enough. So just gently put it into the lay, into the juice, whatever.
Into sauce, yeah.
Sauce, yeah. Hogy farmákoljon, kukkoljon. And just leave it for 5 more minutes and then it's ready to eat.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. So then what you did with the boiling, you let it come to a boil first of all, the potatoes, and then once it was boiling, then you put it down to 2.
Then cover and put it 2.5 to
2.5.
Depends how strong is the heat.
Right,
Just
and then
to simmer
for 15 minutes.
And then you put the sausage in.
Yeah.
And then simmer for another 5 minutes.
On what temperature is it on?
Same temperature.
2.5?
Now it's on 2.
Oh, 2 rather.
Because once it's cooked, then lower temperature is good enough. Just to watch it with slowly simmers and not too much.
Okay.
And then when it's ready, you just lift up a little the top so that steam comes up.
I see.
Like that. But right now 5 more minutes and then turn off and put it up
and let it sit on its own heat.
Settle and we can eat.
All right, perfect, Mommy. Thank you. Okay, bye for now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll do the apple shoot main.
Right.